What is a database? Data is any information that is not processed, that one cannot derive meaningful judgment from it, except it is being analyzed, interpreted for business decision making. All right. As I said, there is no definition, generally acceptable definition to what it is. As far as that information is not cleared initially, it has been processed. Now, because of that process, the person cannot make meaningful information from it. That thing you process is called data. Now, if you remember in Excel, I told us that this data can be stored in Microsoft Excel. All right, and it depends on how large that data set is. Now we know that Excel is limited. If you follow my Excel class, I told you that Excel is limited in terms of number of columns, number of rows it can hold. Now, if you have a data set that is beyond the carrying capacity of Microsoft Excel, you cannot store it in Excel. You have to look for other means to store that data. And because the world is moving in a very fast dimension in terms of amassing data, organizations tend to start storing their data in the cloud form, not on premise, in the cloud form. They can contract the storing of their data to other people and say, please, I don't have access. I don't have where to store my data. Can you store it in your database in the cloud form? All right, so that you can give me access to be able to access this information. All right, so that place you have your data sets stored. You have your data set stored is what is referred to as database. Database. Just like how I normally portray this. I said, no matter where you are in the world, there's a place called, what's it called? Air Force Base. There's a place called like the Army Base or Soldier Base. When we say Air Force Base, we're talking about where those Air Force officers stays. It is their base. All right. Well, back in our home country, we call it barrack. All right. We say barrack. When we say barrack, we're talking about a place where, like, for example, the police officers, where they stay, the police base. All right. So when we say database, we're talking about, in a simple terms, a place where data is stored. In a simple terms, a place where data is stored. All right. Now, in this database, all right, the information that is being stored there, they are arranged, they are stored in a structured form. In a database, data are stored, all right? They are stored in an organized form, in a structured form. They are stored in a structured form so that because of this structured nature, that database cannot accommodate as many data as possible. In a database, you can find different data. If you count the tables in that database, you can discover that those tables in a database will span up to 1 million, 1 billion in a database. And we know that Excel cannot store such capacity of data. So a database is useful when storing or dealing with large amount of data sets. All right. So the first one says a database is an organized collection of structured information that is typically stored electronically. So when we're referring to a database, we're referring to an electronic medium of storing your data. And these data are stored in an organized form. In an organized form. Right. Now, when we talk about data in a database, there are two types of databases. There are two types of databases. We have what is called the relational database. We have what is called the non-relational database. Okay? Now, as far as you are concerned, data analysis is concerned, then we make use most of the time the relational database. Now, when we say relational database, we are talking about a database that have the data stored in rows and columns. In a relational database, information stored there are stored in rows and columns. And anything stored in rows and columns they are housed in a table. So a relational database has that information saved in a table, and those information are stored in rows and columns. We talked about rows, we talked about column. All right. And also we talked about tables. I said that structure your data. So when you structure your data, so you are converting it to tables. Okay. Now that is how those information can be saved in a database. Because of the presence of that table, that is why we said the data in that database, they are relational in nature. Please follow me as I try to bring this down to our understanding. They are relational in nature. So the database we'll be dealing on as far as SQL class is concerned is the relational database. Is the relational database. Please, okay, is the relational database. I will speak more on that. Let's progress. I'll speak more on that. Let's progress. Now, there's something called database management system. Database management system. It is called DBMS, or some people call it RODBMS. All right, DBMS. Now, you bought a new laptop, a very brand new laptop. Nothing is being installed in it. Okay. So I sent you a Word document. And you use your laptop to access it. You try to open that Word document from your laptop. You try to open the Word document from your laptop. You have the document on your laptop, but you cannot open it. You cannot open it. You have the document, you can see the document saved on your laptop, but you cannot open that document. Can you tell why you can't open the document? It's a brand new laptop. I sent you a Word document. You downloaded the Word document, but you cannot open that Word document. Because the application, the software required to open that particular document or file is not installed on your system. It's not installed on your system. All right. And that is why, if you look at what we sent to you earlier, the database we sent to you earlier, if you try to open that database, you will not, on your laptop, you will not be able to open it because you don't have the software to access that database. All right. That is what database management system is all about. So when we talk about database management system, we are talking about the software or package that enables anyone to define, manipulate, retrieve, or manage data in a database. All right. Right. So we're talking about DBMS. We're talking about DBMS. We said it is the software that you can use to access information stored in a database. Information stored in a database. Now we have various types of DBMS, okay? But before we go to that DBMS, you can see. All right, so what we have here. One thing about a database is that multiple persons can be querying the same database without you knowing. For example, you are in an organization, all right? You work in sales department. There's somebody else that is working in marketing department. There's somebody else working in procurement department. Somebody is working in finance department, in HR department. All right. And you understand that all the information they have, it is being stored in a database. These various departments can be accessing the same database at the same time without interrupting what anybody is doing. All right. And it can only be done with what is called the DBMS. So if you look at this diagram I have on my screen, at the middle, the connective channel between the users on the left-hand side, and the database on the right-hand side is the DBMS. Okay, and we said this is the software that you can use to access the database.